Hello again and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse here and I am back for one more Geek Loot Spotlight video. I don't typically collect too many things. I just don't really have the room for it. But there are a few things from, my childhood or just that I think are really cool that I have to have. And over time, I'm like, yeah, okay, these are worth it. So what I want to show you guys here today is a few of my collectibles from basically what I would consider the holy trinity of cool 80s cars. I don't collect a lot, but I would say these are the coolest of the three that are really out there, that are super famous. So the first one I got here is, and I will put a link in the description to all of these, the particular models that I got, because I think I got them all on Amazon. This first one, I'm not sure, but I know the second two I did. But the first one that I got is the Knight 2000, basically the kit from Knight Rider. Yeah, the original talking car. Man, when I was a little kid and I saw Knight Rider, like this car that would talk to you, it could drive itself. And then when I really became self-aware of my disability enough to be like, crap, I'm never going to be able to get a driver's license. I'm never going to be able to drive myself. But, again, I'm a little kid. I'm thinking, but man, if there's a car like this and then it could drive me around and I could still go places and I could talk to the car. Like, I was just fascinated with KITT. And then you had, of course, the evil car, his arch nemesis, which was in a couple episodes. But yeah, so this is a plastic version, but it does have open door. You can open the doors up. You see inside right there, the interior. You got the passenger side. You got the cool little, it's a little dusty, I apologize. But you got the little kind of T-top thing going on up here. You have the right side, again, similar thing, just a really cool black, the original car. It's really awesome. Now, I just literally found out before recording this, here's the real bummer part. It used to work. I can open the doors again. I'll show you from this side here. There's a button right behind the driver's side rear wheel. If I hit it, you can hear it it wants to make a noise, but it can't. I have no idea where or if you can even access the battery compartment. But apparently, the batteries in this thing have died. I'm not even sure if it's like a watch battery or if it's, I don't know what's in here because it came with them. When you hit that button, you get everything kind of lights up in the inside for about 2 seconds. And more importantly, on the front, you get a little light up of the little radar sensor that he's got. And it makes the little whoosh whoosh sound, when he does his little radar scan. So yeah, that is KITT from Knight Rider. And the coolest thing is, we had a family friend of ours, again, when I was really young and I was fascinated with the show. They went down to California one year and they went to Disneyland, and she brought back, I have a picture, a really old picture from like 1980 whatever, of the real KITT car that they had, because they had it on display there and they got their picture taken with the car, and then they took one of just the car for me. So I have a picture of the real thing, the real McCoy, in one of my photo albums somewhere. But always love this car. Moving on to number 2, of course, this is a die-cast version of the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. Heck yeah. Classic movie, classic car, turning a hearse into a ghost fighting machine. So Again, metal die cast. The doors, yep, front doors do open. Let me open it up here. I'll try to sneak in there, give you a little bit of a view of the interior there. There you go. And of course, the other one opens. I can also, on this one, I can open the hood so we can take a look at the old engine that they were working on when Dana first came into the firehouse. Got the old engine in there. And of course, you got all your Ghostbusters fighting, your kind of sensors and equipment on the top. Now, there is one little tiny piece. These things they're in these little like zip tied kind of things to keep them secure in the package. And unfortunately, when I tried to get one of them, try to get it untangled from all this mess, that tiny little piece, little round piece up here somewhere, I think it was like right on the top of this piece right here. Unfortunately, that did snap off because it's really, again, it's kind of cheap plastic for the top pieces. So that made me really mad. But, you can still see all of the detail. You got the sign, you've got the Ghostbuster sign there, you've got all the detail for the stuff on top. Again, flip it around so you can see the driver's side again. Just a really great, I always wanted a die-cast car of this. Last, but certainly not least, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Because of course it's the DeLorean, the third of the Trinity. This is just one of the coolest looking cars. I've always been fascinated with the DeLorean, the way it looks. Especially gull-wing doors. Gull-wing doors. Look at the interior. Look at that. See if we see can we see the flux capacitor in the back there? It's a little hard to see. But I mean, look at all the detail on the time travel-y stuff on the back. God, that looks cool. Love it. But yeah, so you got the gull-wing doors. I don't think the hood opens on this one. But again, like I said, I've always loved these movies. I've loved these cars. When I was really little, I was just into cars in general, cars and monster trucks, motorcycles, anything that had an engine, basically. And it sucked because, just like I said earlier in the Knight Rider part of the video, just, really realizing that, oh, you are legally blind. And as a result of that, despite being into this, like all my friends were, my friends were all into these types of things too, or at least a few of them were, and just realizing that, oh, you're never going to be able to do this in real life. If you wanted to drive cars or race motorcycles or monster trucks. Like, I had an uncle who literally built and raced monster trucks. And that was the coolest thing. He was in the middle of building his first one, and then him and my aunt, unfortunately, things didn't work out, and so I didn't really get to see him much after that. So I never did get to ride in his monster trucks. But yeah, loved it. But yeah, just these movie cars. Again, look at the detail on the back with all the equipment in there, the gull-wing doors. Love it. So that is just a quick look at, like I said, what I would consider the holy trinity of cool 80s rides. Now, I would argue there is a fourth, but there are many, many of them for the fourth, but one of them stands above the rest. But I'll just leave you with that teaser, because hopefully later this year, I will be able to show you maybe one more 80s collectible. God, I apologize. That is really dusty. I didn't realize it was quite that dusty when I started the video. I have one more potential 80s vehicle, and this thing is going to be ridiculous. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, twitch.tv/illegally-sighted, illegally-sighted.com, and right here on YouTube. So until next time, I will chat with you guys again later.
Stop recording video.